Like with many video game genres, in recent years with the indie boom there has been a real resurgence of party games hitting the market, using modern development technology to create new and interesting takes on an age-old format. The day of couch gaming has returned, and the game we're looking at today is the latest addition to the ranks of party games. BOMBFEST is a party game developed by Sudden Events Studios and published by Whitethorn Digital. It released January 31st, 2019 on PC, Xbox One, PS4 and Nintendo Switch. In BOMBFEST, up to 4 players duke it out in a series of arenas to blow each other up with all manner of bombs, attempting to knock each other out of the arena with the explosives, with computer controlled characters placing missing players. Its Steam store page description is perfectly fitting. BOMBFEST is like sumo wrestling but with explosives, and it's incredible. The objective of BOMBFEST is to be the last one standing at the end of each round, there being 5 rounds in a match. The winner of the match is determined by the number of points the player has accumulated throughout the 5 rounds. Points are given to players for a number of different accomplishments. You gain 3 points for being the last person standing, along with gaining a point for each player you knocked out of the arena. You gain a bonus point if you knock out the current point leader, the player wearing the crown. But you can also be deducted points for knocking yourself out of the arena, 2 if you are the current point leader of the match. Having such a point system results in the leaderboard constantly changing, and even if 1 or 2 rounds go completely wrong for a player, things can easily change with some careful tactics and good play in the following rounds. All it takes is a slight slip up by a player to go from being the king of the scoreboard to last place. It results in a massive intensity with every single round, and every match can end up a close call even if one player appears at first miles ahead. While it is basic, it nevertheless is extremely creative design that is excellently executed. As for the actual gameplay itself, it's quite simple. You move using either the arrow keys, the direction of the cursor on the mouse, or the analog stick on the controller. After that there are only 2 buttons, one to pick up and throw the bombs and the other to tumble around the place for a slightly faster movement. That is handy for avoiding explosions. Essentially the tumble is like your dodge roll in a sense. A very slow dodge roll. After that, it is a case of timing the bombs, strategically placing them where needed and holding them until they are ready to explode so they blow up in another player's face as it approaches, all the while making sure it doesn't blow up in your own face for holding it too long. Simple controls that literally anyone can come to grips with, mixed with a constant spawning of bombs falling into the arena. Each round is full of fast-paced, frantic and completely over-the-top action that guarantees nothing but utmost fun and laughter as the hours quickly pass by. But what separates BOMBFEST from any other party game is that just because you're knocked out doesn't mean you stop playing. Any player that gets knocked out still respawn in the arena as bombs themselves. These bombs coloured with the player's specific colours to make it easy to follow what explosives the players are. As a bomb, the player can move around the arena and detonate themselves as they please. This often turning into an act of revenge as you attempt to blow up the very one who knocked you out, or aim to give the crown wearer a face full of explosives. It is nothing but good fun, and it results in there never being a moment where a player is left out of the action. From beginning to end, the arena is filled with all 4 players in one form or another. Again, like everything else about BOMBFEST, it is a simple design, but the impact it has on the actual gameplay is incredible. Nobody through all 5 rounds of the match is left sitting back, frustrated and twiddling their thumbs eager to get back into the game. Instead, they are creating just as much carnage as when they were still in the game, if not even more. It truly is amazing. To keep the flow of the game going, if a round is taking too long, the game will go into overtime. During overtime, a constant spawning of bombs airstrike the whole arena, blowing up everything and anything the explosives can reach. The only goal for the players remaining at this point is to stay in the arena while avoiding the explosions to the best of their abilities. Overtime generally taking no more than a couple of seconds to end it all. The moment you see the word overtime appear on the screen, the room just fills with instinctive childish screams of panic, laughter and excitement, no matter your age, as the whole arena becomes a massive pit of mass explosions. It is exhilarating, it is laughter inducing, it is complete and utter fun to the maximum for everyone, all the while keeping the fast and frantic pace of the game moving. Of course, the destructive fun doesn't end there. The more you play the game, the more additional content you unlock. New characters to choose from, new cosmetics, new arenas to battle in, and most importantly of all, new tools of destruction. Iced bombs, bouncy bombs, sticky bombs, rockets, nukes, and even exploding on contact loaves of bread. And those are just some of the varied explosives that are available to unlock. And with each new bomb introduced into the game comes new tactics, and even more danger for each player to look out for, adding to the overall intensity and silliness of the game, bringing the whole experience to new heights. The gameplay to BOMBFEST is simply magnificent. From the moment a game begins to the very end, there is nothing but fast, frantic, chaos-filled action whether you're knocked out or not. And even if playing with a large group of more than 4 people, one match doesn't last very long. 5 minutes or so, resulting in nobody being left unable to play for any length of time. The gameplay of BOMBFEST not only blasts any current competition out of the water, but it is going to make any other party game for a long time to come feel very dull in comparison to it. The atmosphere to BOMBFEST is wonderful. There is a really light-heartedness flowing through the entire game that really just lifts the spirit and helps bring out that childish smile everyone possesses. Each and every soundtrack fits in perfectly with the visuals and artwork of the arenas and the general fast-paced and silliness of the gameplay. It is the kind of atmosphere that just enhances the game tenfold and helps increase the intensity and excitement ever more. BOMBFEST is nothing short of being an incredible experience, and few party games understand how they should work quite as BOMBFEST does. From the frantic gameplay to the ever-changing score system, to the large array of bombs, to no player ever being left out. Everything about BOMBFEST expresses nothing but fun, laughter and over-the-top silliness, and it is absolutely brilliant. If there was anything that one could complain about the game, though it makes no difference to me, it will be there is no option for online multiplayer, which will disappoint some. But aside from that, BOMBFEST is nothing but a joy and an absolute perfect game for all the family to play, especially during those rainy days. And with that, I give BOMBFEST a 10 out of 10. BOMBFEST is a party game that all future party games should inspire themselves from. A party game doesn't need to be complex. It doesn't need to have a massive amount of content. All it needs is good design that is easy and quick to pick up, all the while never leaving a player feeling left out while the others play on. And BOMBFEST proves that if you have that, you will be on the road to success.